We're going to start a little quick intro about ourselves. So I'm hosting today's event. For those who know me, you know I'm Joyce, but I'm currently a parent coach supporting parents. My friend Joverse, she's an investment consultant. Okay, and the good thing why I invited Joverse to today's talk show is really when I was talking to her about saving habits in children, and whether you have normal children or you have special needs children, it's still important for them to understand the value of money. And along that, then she said, yeah, not only did she agree with me, but she actually said that children, the minute they are around 3 years old, they can already be taught how to save or the importance of money. For me, it was like, okay, it's important, but when the child goes to school, they should be able to understand, then I can start teaching them. So when she said 3 years old, it's like, I don't know, even until now, I never asked you for the answer, Jovis, because I wanted to keep it for the audience. So, how do you teach a 3-year-old who just started school, let's say in kindergarten, about the savings habit?
Actually, it's very depends on the parents. If the parents find it is important, then they will read up some books, then they will watch some video clip about the saving habits. So for myself, I've been taking care of my best friends' siblings since very young. So I also play with them. I also teach them some values. So this is how I manage to help most of my parents that I know to understand the saving habits.
So that means the idea of the importance of money and saving was actually through games.
Yes, yes.
Okay. But our game is always like masak-masak, and then oh, how much money or what you want to eat, 1 ringgit, 2 ringgit, then go and serve, then collect money, then change money, right? Isn't it that? Can we do more than that actually?
There's a lot of ways that we can teach the children. Either you can use like monopoly money, or you give them like stickers, or even you give them like better not to give bully stuff like that, very dangerous. So something that easy, just like a post-it notes, something like that. You see the colors. So all these
Uh-huh.
colors are tokens. So they earn their tokens.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So when you say about tokens, it means when they play masak-masak, they can use this like tokens.
So
But is
normally,
that how else can you do it?
normally the children were either they play with dolls, they play with masak masak, or they can even help parents to do some of the things. Simple as just to have a vitamin C. Vitamin C. Some of the children they don't like to chew the vitamins. They don't want to take the tablet, or maybe they are afraid of the syrup, cough syrup. So just to encourage them, you don't need to just beat them or force them. Sometimes you just give them some rewards. So what I do is I set up like this Joverse saving habits. Can you read?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can read it. Yeah.
So from the
Mm-hmm.
left hand side is fan. Number 2 is sunglasses. Number 3 is hair clips. Number 4 is books. The last one is dessert. So depends on the child's their their favorite. What is the things that they like? So entice them. So if they do not know how does the thing look like, just give them a picture or you show them the actual thing. This is the fan. This is the sunglasses that we are going to have. Sunglasses. Then if girl, you give them a hair tie, nicely done. Or if they like to read, they like to see books, then this is a good one. No handphone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
the last one would be dessert. So dessert, they can imagine. They can point that
Ah.
this is the things they like. They like cupcake. They like to have sweet things. So when they do good, then you bring up the chart. Let's just say today they managed to finish all the vegetables. Then you say, very good, you finish up all the vegetable. So vegetable is blue color. Then which one do you like? tell me which one you like. So you show them the props already. Then if they say, I like to eat ice cream, so you put a tag. So let's just say the target is when they have 3 or 5 tags, then they can redeem it anytime they want. If they don't want this, they can negotiate with you what they want.
Oh, okay, okay. That's simple and interesting, yeah.
Yes.
Then what happens when you have those a bit more dominating, and they just don't want to do it, or they did it every day and then there's one day they're just so moody they don't want to do it?
Then I'll show them a grand prize. This is the grand prize.
Oh.
It's a bigger toy. Let's say they want to play certain toys, they have their favorite doll or they have their favorite Lego set. You say, okay, so in exchange, you want to get this, then you must help mommy to bring in the clothes from outside.
Okay, so that means you never take away the sticker that is on the chart.
No.
But you just, so it means if, for example, it's a vitamin and every day they take, so they earn the sticker, but there's one day that they just don't feel like it, so you don't punish them, you don't take away the sticker, but you rather just give them another chore to do.
Yes, correct. Because I don't believe in negative reinforcement since young. My mom has learned through all the parenting, through the books. They do a lot of reading. So this kind of reward system make the child more motivated. Maybe there's some of the parents will say, when you do good, I let you have the handphone. So instead of giving them a handphone, maybe I can recommend my friends, Sarah, she got the Play-Doh, non-toxic Play-Doh. So this is like their happy time. Even set up the now during MCO they cannot go out. They got a little swimming pool. You can blow the air and fill up water. This kind of thing.
Oh, okay, that's very, very good. So I have another question for you, Jolis. You just taught me the trick for the younger children. Now, for the older children, it's easier because they understand. So, and most of them, when they go to school, we will also start giving them pocket money. Okay? Either because they need to buy food in school, or they need to buy their own item. Okay? But would you do, because when they are older, I probably, this incentive doesn't work so well with them. So would you do anything different, or just teaching them how to use within the money they have is about what they would be doing?
Okay.
Any tips?
Depends on how old they are. Maybe they are younger age, about 7, the lower primary school, 7 to 9. Then this kind of trick is still working. And I also have something like this. It's a game that let them understand the importance of money. So instead of they giving the real money, I will let them learn how does this money important and how does protection, even investment is important. So this will let them learn the money concept. You can see there's a lot of different cards. Their job is to complete the house. So they can have some money. They can also have some disease. They also have some accident. And if they need to cover all this, they need to protect themselves. Just like when they are hungry, they need to use the money to buy food. Not they ask them to save until they get gastric, they're not feeling well. So they must plan their money as well. So this kind of card game is very good for them. This is from overseas. So these are the card games. So when they understand this card game, they can manage their own money. Let's say today parent is giving 2 ringgit for them to buy something for themselves during recess time. So they can use the money, 1 ringgit to buy food. The other 1 ringgit they can save. They can save inside their tabo, put inside the tabo. When it reaches certain amount, maybe it's 50. So you can ask them, would you want to help a person to buy a meal like your friend? or this old auntie, it will cost you 10 ringgit. So tell me what you want to do with it. Or you want to buy your favorite badminton racket, but the amount is not sufficient yet. So you need to do some extra things, like help mommy to cut the grass, or you help me to wipe the dishes. Simple things, not very difficult chores. Or maybe you help to sweep the floor, and today you vacuum together.
Oh, okay. So it means that for the older kids, you are already cultivating not just the savings habit, but also the habit of helping people with the
Yes,
money they have.
correct.
And to understand also the value of money, that is, if they want something, they need a certain amount of money, and if they don't have that extra money, they have only two choices. One is to do more work, or another one is to wait longer, and we let them have their choice.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
If they
that's
have a lot of siblings, let's say they have 4 siblings or 3 siblings, substantial siblings, they can collaborate with one another. They can
mm,
use their money. Let's say I only have 50 ringgit, but my brother have another 40 ringgit, and my younger sister got 10 ringgit. So when all this add up together is 100 ringgit, enough to get the good racket. So when they buy the racket, they need to share. So who
mm.
get the more often to use it is the bigger shareholder.
Wow. So you also teach them about sharing as well. Oh,
Yes,
that's
yes.
a lot of things we can do, ah. Okay, I always just thought it's work within the budget, save the balance of the money, and that's it. Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Jovis. The next question, which is related to your just recent response, which is actually quite good. You said about whether the child wanted to put the money into the piggy bank, or whether the child wanted to put the money into the bank. Would you start telling them the benefit between the two, or the differences having the money kept in the two?
So as simple as if you are putting into the piggy bank right now like this, you put the money in. Anytime you can dig your fingers into it and get the money out. But the amount cannot grow. It's still there. It will not be more. If you choose to go to the bank with a bank book, banking with a bank book, the disadvantage is you cannot dip your head into the bank every time as and when you want. Not so flexible. Yet this one will give you more. Let's say you put 100 ringgit, at the end of the day you get extra 5 ringgit. Would you want to have this, or would you want to have this? So it's back to the child's choice again. If they are not able to visualize, then you give them some props or actual money. If they are more than 9 years old, they know the value of the money.
Okay, good. So it's still about letting them understand the difference and giving them the choice, but also already cultivating the habit that if they put the money away, then there's a potential for it to grow. I think the other thing that I personally tell my children as well when I want to have them put the money in the bank is also the safety. If the money is at home and it's lost, you can't get a replacement for the money. But when it's in the bank, it's supposed to be safer because it's under the bank. So you won't kind of like get worried when you go out and the money gets lost. So it's the security as well. Whether you have a normal growing child, or whether we have a special needs child, as long as, my personal opinion, this is strictly my personal opinion, okay? Uh, for me, as long as the child is not brain damaged, I think the child can be taught the value of money. Maybe not age appropriate, meaning that if the child is 30 years old, they may not understand the complexity of money as an adult of 30 years old would be, but we can still teach them maybe by using the principles of the 3-year-old child or that of a higher primary child, like a 10-year-old child. So these are some tips. Even though we have mentioned about certain age here, we are talking about the mental age, not the physical age. So if you find your child is unable to comprehend things about like the difference in the bank, bank having interest and house having no interest, and you find they are not intellectually at that level, then we can always go down to like playing the Monopoly game using stickers and all that as a starting point. So, but savings, personally, for me, I truly believe that every person, regardless of age, definitely needs to understand the value of money. Because if they don't understand the value of money, then no matter how much money we leave for our child, eventually, especially for special need child, it will not, the money will not outlive them. Okay, they will outlive the money longer than no, before
Correct.
the money is before they are even old, then the money would have gone, because it's their money. They will know, the good thing about them is they know what belongs to them, right? So they will say this is my money. But they won't know how to carefully spend the
Correct.
money. I'm speaking on that from my own point as a parent, from my own point as a parent of a normal child, and also I have a special needs child. So even though she is special needs, I do try to make her understand certain value of money. I'm not sure, as you teach saving habits, whether you feel this is possible, for the children who are, not age appropriately developed. Joverse,
It,
what do you
it
think?
depends on the individual whether their understanding is there. If the special need child is very into something that they really like, sometimes they will still work for it. If some of the kids, they might not be very fluent in their language, but they will show you what they like. Just like this, if they want to have cakes, they will tell you they want this. They want to have this cakes. This is the
Mm,
brand, the vanilla mini crepes. They will
mm,
show you. So when they show you, you know they really like. Then you make them work towards it.
yeah. So you do agree with me that savings can apply to any age group, not just age group, but any person who has the ability to understand, right? But it's just at which level we try to communicate with them. Okay. Let's just talk about currently something more real at this moment, because whatever that we have been talking, it's can be done, but it may require like, oh, normal times, okay, normal time they go to school, I can implement this, but now with MCO, with COVID-19, what can I do? So do you have a perspective how we can continue cultivating this habit during this MCO period, Jovers?
During this very trying time, so most of the children that did not go to school, yet schools also getting very advanced right now. Even as low as 3, 4 year old, they are going for Zoom meeting, Zoom tutorial, even piano class also using Zoom. So I think if parents they are concerned about money, they will find ways how to encourage their children. Logging into Zoom is not as easy as you think. Some of the adults also they find it very difficult. They cannot find the button. They forgot to switch on the mic. A lot of chaos. So if the child can do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, they are very comfortable already. Just reward them. Maybe they just need an ice cream or what. Just give them the reward. Then continue to encourage them. Even though it's not very convenient, they only can sit at certain place, like they only can sit in their room or the living hall for the Zoom tutorial. Just encourage them. Just keep them focused. As long as you continue to practice your piano in front of the Zoom and teacher can see you, you did a good job, so you are very well deserving. So this sticker goes to you.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so so in short, um, despite the lockdown, okay, if there is a will, there will be a way. It may not be as easy as our norm, but as we all know, even when we have no more MCO, it's going to be a new norm. We're not, the minute they say there's no more restriction on movement, I don't think we are all going to barge out of the house and start life as if nothing happened. We are all going to be very cautious. So what we have to start doing now is a new way of living and a new way of teaching our child. But we can continue teaching it, and we have to just adapt. Like last time, we don't have to depend on computer so much, but now we may have to depend on computer more. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel for some parenting tips. Okay, my parenting tips are general. You can look at it for just overall parenting support advice, or you can look at some for special needs. I have also come across children who have very high IQ. If you just send them to do an IQ test, they pass, and yet they fail in school. So there are underlying reasons why they don't perform. And my YouTube channel has also got a free LD, or which is Learning Difficulty Profiling Test, that you can do. And it can also tell you how to analyze the results. So you can subscribe to my channel for more parenting tips if you found this session very useful. And as for Jovis, and what's your giveaway message?
So I think that this is a good time for us to share our love for our family and our children. If let's say you are every day scolding your children, they are running around in the house, do nothing, perhaps you can start to give them little chores. It also help you to lighten your burden during this time because you understand how moms really work. Some of the moms need to do some Zoom meeting, need to do proposal for the job, and they need to cook at the same time. They need to clean the house. So there's a lot of hassle and a lot of havoc in the house as well. So children now also they can take up some of the responsibility to lessen the burden of the mother as, as well as the father as well.
Yeah, but what happens, because I think, as Malaysians, we are usually pretty shy. So what happens if some parents actually do have questions about savings or some challenges that they encounter with children now, like they don't know how to start? How can they, look for you, Joas?
Oh, they can always scan me. Can you see? Scan me here. This is my QR code. Have my details, my handphone, my email. They can reach me. So I'm just helping out. This is the best that I can do for the parents, busy parents, because
Okay.
with kids at home, it's not easier during this time.
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes we just find that even those who are working from home is more stressful than when they work from the office as well. Yeah. Well, we thank you for your participation, and I hope you enjoyed the session, found it useful, and look forward to seeing you again another time. Thank you, Jovis, for sharing with me.
Bye bye.
Bye.